Okay, so you're not religious, right? Okay, great.
Anti,
Well,
rather.
I'm anti all
Conformists.
I'm all organized religion.
Organized.
I don't like organized religion.
What about disorganized?
Like Rastafarianism, the flying spaghetti monster in the sky, brother.
No, they are rather totally organized. They have spaghetti every night.
That is pretty organized. If you can organize enough retards to believe in that shit, you're pretty
You can organize enough retards, put a goddamn saucer on their head for their passport photo and tell them that's a religious staple. And they did.
Okay, that's besides the point.
Anyways, yeah.
What I'm trying to get across is you have to respect their views, and by respecting their views, keep your fucking mouth shut about it.
I'm not telling this to their face, of course, sometimes it depends on the day.
You don't have enough. So,
who says this is going anywhere? It might be my private collection.
what is this, a fucking homemade porno? Oh, no.
Not yet.
Don't worry, baby. I'm not going to show any of my friends this, and it's going to be on the internet later. No, what I'm trying to say is you have to respect them and keep your mouth shut, and they, the religious people, have to respect everyone else and keep their fucking mouth shut.
For instance,
you like women.
Duh.
You like vagina.
Duh.
Okay, so you like women, you like vagina. Let's say I'm straight, and that's what I'm saying right now. Okay, and let's say
So you're not straight. You can say that right now.
no, I'm straight.
I caught you in the loop.
Let everybody know I'm straight. Your camera's fucked up. But let's say, for instance, that I like dudes. Does me liking dudes affect you? No, it doesn't. And somebody's fucking calling me.
You in particular, yes it does. I'm sorry, you're my brother.
No, it shouldn't affect you.
Yeah, that means I have to be a wingman for a different species.
It's not a different species. You're human. If you want to fuck a dude, fuck a dude. If you want to fuck a chick, fuck a chick. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt me. You and the whole marriage shit that everyone's blowing the fuck up about. Who cares? Okay, too many people on the internet are saying all this fucking shit like, oh, if they legalize gay marriage, I'm gonna get a divorce. They're ruining the sanctity of marriage, as you have had 2 divorces before. Even if you didn't have a divorce, how does them having the right to marry affect your relationship and your family and your responsibility? How does that affect you at all? It doesn't, because you want to know what? You'll probably not even be in contact with 90% or 100%, let's say, of all these people that are getting married. If you didn't have these gay friends before, why the fuck do you think you're going to have all these gay friends now that are going to make their marriage your problem? It's not. It's not going to be the case. So, if you're a dude and want to fuck dudes, cool. If you're a chick, you want to fuck chicks, cool. If you like the opposite sex, cool. We're on the same team. But if not, we're still all on this fucking... I don't understand. We're all humans. You like what you like. I like what I like. That's fine. Who the fuck cares? And all this fucking Facebook bullshit with everyone with that goddamn flag thing on their fucking portrait, thinking that they're making a goddamn difference. That's like saying, I donate $1 a day to the ASPCA and I'm saving animals. Bitch, you want to save animals, you go down and you fucking save them from the goddamn shelter yourself. That's how you help. Oh, these poor kids in Africa, they're so poor. I'm gonna send 25 cents because that fucking McLaughlin bitch says that I should. Oh, I'm really making a difference. You want to make a difference? Why don't you go down and hand out fucking food and blankets to these people? That's how you help. You don't help by lining the pockets of the people that bullshit about actually helping people. Those people are lining their pockets. You think that they do that shit for free? Fuck no. And even if they do it for non-profit, that's a fucking tax write-off like nobody's goddamn business. Oh, it chaps my ass so raw.
Good lord.
Oh,
that was a rather large rant, wasn't it? I think I struck a fuse. Jesus Christ.
That was a lot that was weighing me down. Oh, God help me.
Post this on the internet.
Huh?
I'll have to post this on the internet.
Just edit the good stuff.
Just edit the good
Just put
stuff.
that on there. And Yeah, it never make me feel better.
You got me weird there for a moment. You were just having like a red face and you're like, hello, fuck you.
Because I don't understand. I don't understand why everybody hates everyone. I hate people too. I don't like everybody.
I don't understand.
But if you hate somebody, you should probably, like, I don't understand. Okay, let's say you hate, let's say Joe Schmo. You hate Joe Schmo. Do you sit and think about Joe Schmo all the fucking time? Do you sit and brood? No. But these people are sitting and fucking brooding about it. No, you know what you do? He's like, fuck him, and then you live your life. I don't like you. I'm not going to be around you. You want to know how easy that is? Walk away. It's not that hard.
I know, it was like, oh, I'm going to see those gay people making out on the sidewalk.
And yeah, and
I don't want to see anybody making out on the sidewalk, not even a man or woman.
Public display of affection is like everything, in moderation. Even moderation in moderation. So, like, if, let's say, I'm heterosexual, and there's a man and a woman making out and getting a little bit frisky. But that's not alright either. That's inappropriate. And all the people that try to use the argument, well, I don't want my children to see two gay guys kissing in public because I don't want to have to explain that to them. Well, guess what? When you have a man and a woman doing the same shit, you're going to have to explain that to your kid. Why is that any different? What? Oh, so eventually every kid is going to learn the most filthy, vile fucking things that even any adult can imagine on the playground. That place is a breeding ground of pure filth. You can have the most well-religious, well-mannered child, but you can't keep them away from other little bastards. They're gonna come out and say, oh, you're a bitch, and they're gonna be like, well, what's a bitch? And then they explain to you what a bitch is, and then you're gonna call somebody else a bitch because somebody called you a bitch, and you're gonna know.
And it spreads from that.
And God forbid you even have to, okay, a man and another man are kissing in public. Oh, I don't want to have to explain that to my kid. Why not? I don't understand why that's a big deal. Talk to your children! How is that hard? Oh, that is two men kissing, yes. Is that going to make your kid gay all of a sudden? Or the people who use the argument, if they legalize gay marriage, everyone will be gay. In my sociology class, in a college, university, used the argument that if legal gay marriage happens, people will start turning gay. Everybody will start turning gay. Guess what? Places have legal gay marriage. I'm not all of a sudden taking it in the pooper. And I asked this young lady who was, it looked like she was fresh out of high school, maybe 19. And I asked, so, with your argument, when they legalize gay marriage, because it will happen, are you going to become a carpet muncher? And I said this in class, of course. And she said, ew, that is disgusting. And I said, exactly. Just because it's legal doesn't mean everyone will do it. Let's look at the use of marijuana. It is legal in Colorado, Oregon, and Washington. Does everybody in the state, every single person of legal age, do they smoke? Absolutely not. And it is legal. Alcohol is legal. Does everybody drink? They do not. So how does making something legal, how is that an argument against it? It's still choice. And then you have the whole argument, oh, gay is not a choice. Cool, that's fine. But it's still a choice. And not a choice at the same time. You like who you like, great. But you still choose to be married. You still choose to be with someone. You can always be alone. So I guess there's still a choice. But it's fine. I don't fucking care. You do your thing. I'll do my thing. We can be friends. But the one that chaps my ass is when you see all these YouTube videos of all these people. I have gay friends. And I love them. But if they get married, like, oh my god, that just ruins it. Marriage is between a man and a woman. It is defined between a man and a woman. Well, who defined it?
The bloody church.
Yeah. So,
when's this church and state going to be separate?
Never. Because for the sole fact that everyone still talks about Barack Obama the first second African American president, because the first one was Clinton. Clinton was
He's totally ghetto.
Clinton was our first black president, because my God, did that fucker not care, and he was hitting it from a mile away. He is one ballsy bastard. But that's besides the point. Everyone accuses Barack Hussein Obama, of being a Muslim. They still argue about it.
He's a black Kenyan.
God, that's not the point. I don't care where he's from. I'm pretty sure he's not a true.
He's a born-again Muslim.
He's not a true natural-born citizen. I don't care what anyone says. No, he's definitely got a birth certificate. Yeah, one that has probably been conjured up. I don't even care. Okay, well, he was in Hawaii, which is a state. Yeah, that's fine. Cool.
One of the last states.
But
when he was born, he was an American
people
citizen.
Still argue about that. And the fact that Mitt Romney, in the last election, everyone persecuted him for being a Mormon. And that is the thing, is people never let religion go. And I can understand a little bit, because they want, let's say, if I'm going to vote for somebody to be the president and the leader, I want them to have the same moral and basis values as me, so they will lead in a way that pleases me and makes me feel secure. So I understand why people... Huh?
Catholicism?
What do you mean? What about Catholicism?
Catholic is the most dominant religion?
I guess. Well, Christianity in general.
Okay.
Well, no. What are you talking about? Muslim is the #1 religion, you dumb son of a bitch.
Not in America.
Okay. But worldwide, Muslim is the #1 religion.
Yeah, all the prison.
Which is funny, because everyone tries to say, oh, these crazy Muslims or whatever. But you have Muslims in China, you have Muslims in Africa, you have Muslims in Scandinavia, you have Muslims in the United States, you have Muslims everywhere. But they have these radicals that are in the Middle East, and they associate everyone with these people. Just like saying, I associate every Christian with KKK. You are all racist bastards who lynch black people. That's not true. It's not. And just like every Muslim is not an American hater. We visited our family. Everyone is happy to realize we're American. Everyone loved it. They were excited. Nope. The problem is you cannot fix ignorance. It can't be fixed. It is taught and bred into the people, not just the American people. Ignorance is everywhere. Ignorance is the Muslim radicals and their belief system, and how that they try to force their beliefs on everyone else. But the same with all religion and all people. The United States has made themselves the world police, which, I mean, they do a lot of good. Great. I love America. Love it. Best place in the world. But the problem is if you stick your nose in too many places, you piss too many people off. And that is not how you build a good relationship with other countries. That's not how you build bridges. That's how you burn bridges. You have to let the leaders lead. And yes, if there is a dictator that is using chemicals or testing missiles on their people, yes, bad person. They probably need to go. But then they need to have the ability to vote in for their own form of government. Forcing a capitalistic republic view on another country, because that is what we have, doesn't mean what we have works for everyone else. And the fact is, democracy in itself is very flawed. Very flawed. Because our current government is on ends with each other. You have too many people having too much say, and you have the Republicans. Let's say the Republicans own the House. let's say Congress is owned by the Democrats, they are going to try to thwart anything the other one does to benefit, because then they won't have the recognition of doing it themselves. They don't look at it to better the country. They don't look at it, they look at their views and how can we make sure that their plan fails, so when we get the chance, we can swoop in and be the saviors. And that's the same thing with the presidents. If you look at the last, let's say, 10 presidents, I would feel confident saying most of them have gone to be president for the job, for the paycheck for the rest of their life, for the Secret Service for the rest of their life, for the fame. They went for that. They didn't necessarily go to better the country. In fact, Obama has not very well made it a better place. He made Affordable Health Care Act, which is extremely unaffordable. And if you couldn't afford insurance before, I'm going to charge you more than the insurance would have cost. You can't pay for it then? I'm going to bill you out the ass now. That doesn't make sense.
And everybody else.
Yes, it just, the idea of it doesn't make sense.
You have to pay for your own health care plus others. Rough stuff.
Yeah, it just kills me. Because if you couldn't pay for it in the first place, how can you be fined? And why is healthcare a requirement? I get the fact that people go into the emergency rooms, get help, because it is against the law to turn them away, somebody that is truly injured. Yes, that's a good thing. You should help these people. But then they dodge the bill and they don't pay. Then the hospital loses that money. And then they can't help somebody else because they don't have the money. That makes sense to me. I understand the reasoning. But the problem is there needs to be a change. If you want to make affordable health care, make it affordable. Make insurance not a profitable business, which is a problem too, because then nobody will do it. If it's not a profitable business, there will be no more insurance. So it's hard.
Somebody has to get paid for it.
Somebody does, and the people that own these insurance companies are not feeling any injury from this Affordable Health Care Act. They don't. Oh, we only got, let's say, 20, 30 million this week. It was a rough week.
Very rough.
Oof, how sad. Where the other people are lucky to get 20 to 30,000 a year. It just doesn't make sense.
Because America's brought up on a bunch of weird ass people who have no morals.
But the problem is those who think they have these morals often don't. They preach it, but they don't necessarily practice it, which is crazy.
Well, the thing is, they know the idea, they understand the importance of it, but they just don't know how to enact it.
Thou shalt not judge, yet ye be judged yourself. What?
Where are you going?
This is taking us to Highway
89, that's what I wanted to go to. 84 to Riverdale.
This is the same, my friend, because we will go on this road and we will go to 700 south and go straight down.
Okay.
Why do you not
Continue the rant. It was rather nice.
Well, you quite rudely interrupted me. Anywho, I'm trying
The corporate fat cats, you were on that topic.
I know, I was trying to recall where I was at because you ruined it. Killing me.
Morals for the politicians.
Oh, yes. I was going on the thou shalt not judge, yet ye be judged yourself. But these religious people judge more than anybody. Ever. It just doesn't make sense. By, let's say, those with tattoos, those with piercings. You judge them. You judge their character based on their appearance. You profile.
Just to play the devil's advocate, what about the people who have those obscene photos on their body? else is that supposed to be out in public? Like people with nude photographics on their body.
I guess
a naked
that's
lady on their arm, a swastika on their elbow.
this is true.
Like that's offensive.
If you have, like, let's say, a gang-affiliated tattoo, yes, people will judge you for that because of how you choose to associate yourself